did bring
Good evening, Auburn. Citizens Minutes 25th edition. My name is Robert Wilkins. You can feel a little early fall in the air on this August Sunday on the plains of Auburn. Words of wisdom. What makes a great city? Is it building beautiful facilities, providing good roads, overflowing revenue, excessive growth, overpaying its top bureaucrats, acknowledging only the citizens that agree with them? Or is it reducing taxes while spending our taxes wisely, or listening to all citizens' views, or providing affordable housing, or helping the needy and the homeless, or not allowing overgrowth of the city, or solving generational issues, or involving citizens on boards that have real ideas for the community, and so much more. We had 3 citizens speak at the Open Citizens Forum. First citizen brought up road concerns within the city. The second citizen thanked the council for appointing her on the Auburn Planning Commission. And the last citizen asked the council to be the visionary that we citizens deserve and expect.
The reason I'm up here is because the biggest issue, I know y'all just did that whole way y'all call it the X thing downtown on Toomer's Corner. Lovely. Oh, we watched somebody almost get hit last night. No pun intended. But that's not the reason why I'm up here. It's the one down South College. It's in Ward 6. It's the what do you call it, crosswalk thing? What do you call those little blinky things? Well, that one on College of, oh shoot, where's the intersection? It's the one where Sonic is. What is that one? Yeah, the intersection where Sonic and the, I think it's Longleaf. Yeah. That thing is being out for almost 3 months now, and I've seen maybe two city trucks park there and one drive off, but they've never done anything. And also, I know they just put a 5G cell tower right there next door to it. Yeah.
When you say it's been down, what do you mean by that?
Like if you go up there, like, you know, you can push the button, go walk across the street and say, oh, yay, let's walk. But now you got literally like a guy on a little e-bike, literally one was this past week, fly right through it, and he didn't know there was the light where he went across. The Longleaf has always changed, and he went across and almost got taken. But yeah, that's the only biggest problem I have.
I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you as members of the council for my recent appointment to the Planning Commission, and to let you know that I will work hard to make sure you don't regret your decision. Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Visionaries. I put a lot of hours into each one of my council speeches. Too many times, various council members pick out only certain parts of the speech so they can be rude, arrogant, humorous, and lack of concern. Example, last council meeting on July the 22nd, Councilman Moorman stated that he could not imagine full-time career as a councilman, as Councilman Griswold laughter could be heard in the background. The reason you cannot imagine Councilman Moorman is maybe you have not gone into the community to see all the real human issues out there that are being addressed, because the city is not your full-time focus. Another example, Councilman Griswold stated that he thinks there's an ulterior motive to making city council position full-time. First, he did not listen to my explanation within the speech. Second, he is right. I and other citizens believe that this council is only city managers issue-driven, with no vision or creativity in addressing many of the needs of the Auburn citizen. This council allows an overpaid city manager with their overpaid management staff to control your responsibilities to the Auburn citizens who voted for you. You think your job is what the city manager and her team tells you it is. The city manager treats the council as though the world is flat and you cannot go beyond those boundaries that she has set for you by controlling your agenda, which is the Auburn Citizens agenda. Each week, this council bases their decision at least 98% of the time on the documentation that the city management team provides in making your decision, because you do not have the time to thoroughly question the documentation. As stated many times before by me, you're blessed with the excessive revenue that we have in the city of Auburn. We took $2 million out of the general fund without blinking an eye because the city council thought it was not politically good to increase the solid waste fund by $3 to $5 per month at that time. But the issue brought up last week about the increasing homeless citizens need to be properly addressed. I believe that some of this misdirected $2 million would have solved homelessness in Auburn. Do any of you know the procedure in handling homelessness, what the police does and so forth? I still have not seen this council address the issue with our police department concerning Ward 1 that's been brought up in the past. This council has become too naive. Please, council, be the visionary that we, the Auburn citizens, deserve and expect. I have confidence in you, and do not let us down. Thank you.
You know, I work every day with the city manager. I spend hours upon hours. My office is right across the hallway from her. We have conversation after conversation, and I'm proud of the work that she does, and I'm proud of the work of her staff. She listens to every person that sits up here. If they've got a question, if they've got an idea, if they've got a bone to pick, she vets every one of those patiently and listens to them and tries to figure out a pathway to help. And I just want all those folks to know how much I appreciate what they do.
I echo that. I think that our city manager does a commendable job given the amount of employees that she oversees and the growth of this community and the workload that we individually each put her on a daily basis. So thank you for your commitment to us, the commitment to the citizens, and to your staff.
In my experience with only working with two city managers, the language that I hear, and that if people are listening, and I believe I'm one of them, the language that happens regularly from this city manager is at the pleasure of this council. That is a term that I regularly hear. It is a regular affirmation of a person understanding the lane in which they travel and the lane in which us as a council travel. And I appreciate it very much.
I want to say something too. When it comes down to the agendas and stuff, I don't think us as council members really have time to put together an agenda. But we do have a packet meeting before this, before we meet on Tuesday night. On Tuesdays, that we have long discussions if necessary, and asking questions about things that goes on this agenda. And I think that the city manager and her staff, they always answer any questions that we have, and there's no time limit on our packet meetings. So I just don't want nobody to, I don't want the public or anyone else to think that, they just throw together a packet and we're not asking questions and we're not there and they're not there to answer those questions. They ain't just putting together a packet and then we just, just amen in the packet just because. So, that's sort of offensive to even think that because, as a council member, I do call the city manager a lot about things that goes on in my ward, and she takes the time out. Sometimes it may take a little longer, to get the answers that I need, but she does take the time out and get back with me or send me an email or a text and let me know and answer questions that I need to know. So unless you sit here in this seat, then you can understand the time and effort that is put into even coming up. I would imagine even coming up with the agenda. We don't know what's going to be on the agenda, but we do have the opportunity once it gets on the agenda for discussion. And it can be long discussions, it can be short discussion, and it depends on what us council members want to ask and make those discussions what they need to be. So that's my take on it.
Quick reminder, this is what we get every week. Okay, and we don't just, put it up next to your head and say, yeah, I'm gonna vote for everything on here. This same material is available to each and every one of you. It's published every week. It's no secret. You have the same packet that we get. All you gotta do is open it up and read it. If you've got questions, call your city council member and see if we can come to an agreement, or if you've got issues with it, we can, support you and back it up and bring them up here if we need to.
And Kelly,
So-
that's available on Friday afternoons.
Same time we get the hard copy.
Typically,
get-
it's posted before it's even delivered
Yeah.
to you. Yeah.
And also, the city manager provides us a list of upcoming agenda items, which frequently goes out a couple of months. And I don't know if everybody gets that or not. I know all of us do. I know I publish it every week when I get it. So, the information's out there. Just don't be lazy. If y'all are interested in finding it, go for it. Find it. Let us know. We want to do what we can for you.
James Madison said, "Liberty may be endangered by the abuses of liberty as well as the abuses of power." Citizens question. Peggy asked, "Why does the city council seem to be so upset when you and others are critical of the city manager and her management team?" Well, Peggy, what the council does not seem to understand, in order to be properly informed, you cannot just rely on unelected bureaucrats such as our city manager and her management team and their documents. The council must do some of their own research. If you have questions, if all the questions are answered only by these unelected bureaucrats, then the city of Auburn does not need a city council at all. Too much control of our city council is not why we elected our city members. The Auburn City Council is a buffer between the Auburn citizens and the Auburn staff. Please make comments or become a guest speaker on Citizens Minutes by going to nextdoor.com or youtube.com. Gather information by joining e-Notifier, which will help keep you informed about our wonderful city. Remember, your council is only as good as the information that you gather. Good evening.